Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
Nice morning, 60 degrees right now. We've had some rain, but good news, the rain is almost out of here, and we should have a partly sunny afternoon and high today of, this is hard to believe, 78.
Wow, I like how you said partly sunny instead of partly cloudy.
Yeah.
I probably would have said partly cloudy.
It's the glass half full.
That's right. Let's go outside and see what it looks like on our hometown heating, cooling, and more sky cam. Ooh, there's some bridges. That'll be open soon, right? Underneath?
By the end of October.
Okay, soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Getting close. Yeah, and by the end of October, I-94, the main part, $125 million project, will be done. And the second part, the West Jackson County part, from Airport Road to Calhoun, that's a couple more years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is awful if you've driven it. It's
Yeah,
a
but
nightmare.
it looks great. Have you driven on 94, the new 94?
The new 94, nicest highway complex in the country.
At night?
No.
With the lights?
No,
Oh my gosh.
No, I haven't. I have not. I have not been out on the local highway at night yet. So
Check it out.
maybe I will.
Yeah, they have pencil-thin light poles that are really tall.
Really? Huh. Pencil thin.
Pencil-thin.
I've heard of a pencil thin mustache, but never a pencil thin light pole. Vanna White is going to continue on.
I heard that.
You heard
Good
that?
news.
Yeah, for 2 more years. I actually think her and Ryan Seacrest will do really well together.
You know, the more I see Pat Sajak in his final months, I've come to realize that he doesn't appear to like that job.
You think?
He's just going through the motions.
Well, I mean, and Vanna, this will be her, well, she started the year I was born, 1982.
Wow.
That's amazing. So she'll have a increase. It's been reported that she made about $3 million a year for the last handful of years. Of course, a lot less than Pat Sajak made.
It's not fair.
Well, technically, probably not, but more responsibility in the show.
They introduced the show. Here are the hosts of the show, Pat Sajak and Vanna White. They get equal billing as hosts of the show. She should get equal pay. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure Ryan will make more than her. But what a great gig, though, to have for 45 years.
Yeah, and well, you know, she's so critical to the show that if she were to leave, I think it would collapse.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so,
It's
too.
like Dancing with Stars. When they fired Tom Bergeron, the show collapsed. You can't mess. Why would you mess with success?
You know, I'm not really a big Tom Bergeron
I'm
fan,
a big
to be
Tom
honest
Bergeron
with you.
fan.
NFL fan fights. Holy cow, did you hear about this one?
I heard about a horrible one that ended in a death
It did.
of a fan.
It did. So we see these fights every weekend. We even enjoy watching them from time to time.
You know, when there's someone throwing beer, those are fun.
Yeah, but this gets out of hand. And during the Patriots-Dolphins game, one ended in a death. A 53-year-old father of 2 was struck twice and never woke up. Just an awful, awful story. Something needs to be done about all this, because you see all these fights in all these stadiums, and it takes most of the time at least 2 minutes for security to get there. Do you know how much fighting can happen in 2 minutes?
A lot.
A lot.
Kill someone in 2 minutes.
It's just awful. So there will be further investigation. They're looking at camera angles. It was reported that someone wearing a Dolphins jersey hit him twice, and the guy collapsed. But just terrible story. You go into a ball game and don't come home.
Well, people, it's just football, and people it's the gambling.
Alcohol.
Because people have tons of money on outcomes of games, and they get, when it comes to money, it wrecks everything.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with alcohol. And, a lot of fans, they think, and Brandon, you and I have probably been guilty of this in the past, we think we play for the team when we're drinking.
Right.
We're a part of that team.
Yeah.
So
You're
I know
coaching
I've
and
felt
everything.
like that before at a Michigan game, but you're not a part of the team.
Well, we're going
You're
to
a
find
fan.
out soon whether that's a good thing or a bad thing at college sporting events in the state of Michigan, because it's now legal for schools to sell alcohol to the fans in the stadiums, which I think it's a bad idea.
We'll see what happens, okay? I don't think anything will happen. Hopefully nothing.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Hopefully nothing happens.
You know, the free lunch that we have in Michigan schools? There's a senator in Lansing that wants to make this permanent, that students would get free lunch, free breakfast, regardless of income. And I think it's a great idea. Two of the things that cause kids not to get lunch before this law is lack of money and shame. They will hide at lunch because they don't have the money for the lunch, or they don't want to be the free lunch.
All sorts of circumstances. I think they should just take it out of that lottery money that goes to all the schools anyways.
Well, the governor is sending millions to municipalities, 132 throughout the state of Michigan, to shore up their pension funds. Guess how much Jackson is getting?
Zero.
Zero. Zero.
Very
So
nice.
my question to the governor is, why? We're the only municipality not getting money. Did someone forget to apply?
Interesting. We'll have to find out.
I have to call the governor's
We'll
office.
have to call the governor's office, and maybe we'll be able to get a hold of Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist to answer that question for you. You know my favorite show, Making a Murderer, on Netflix?
Is
know
that
this-
the one with the...
Yes. Yes, the one with this guy. The fellow with the auto parts store and his nephew in Wisconsin,
Yeah,
and the cops and all that.
Wisconsin, yeah.
So
They buried the body in the farm, that one?
they burned,
They burned the body.
but there was no evidence. Well, maybe there was evidence.
Oh, there's a lot of
Maybe there
evidence.
was evidence because Noah's favorite producer, Candace Owens, is making a documentary about how Netflix got the whole thing wrong and didn't include evidence and testimony and all this other stuff. So we'll get to look forward to that.
The guy's still in jail?
Yeah, the guy's still in jail, and
There was some misconduct, apparently, by...
there's misconduct everywhere, but the way that the Netflix special ran, I was ready to drive to Wisconsin and fight for this guy's innocence because there's just no way he did it. Turns out he may have. Turns out he may have done it. And like I said, Noah's friend, Candace Owens, is behind the new documentary about how Netflix got the whole thing wrong.
The Y announced this week that they are moving forward. We still don't have a groundbreaking date, but they've settled on the budget, $25 million. The Y says they have the $25 million, so they've got reimagined Y, where they've made some changes. So that's good news. It should start.
That sounds great. Yeah, that sounds great. Much anticipated work on our Y for sure.
While we aren't getting money for our underfunded pensions, the city of Jackson learned this week that Senator Stabenow has, as part of her role on the Senate Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry Committee, awarding $757,000 to the city of Jackson
It's a unique amount.
for trees.
Really?
Yeah, for trees. For the first year, they're going to study the trees.
What are they
So-
buying? Japanese maples?
I don't know, but they're going to put them on the strip, the city right-of-way, that little thing.
That seems fine to me.
Remember when we couldn't get Clorox wipes?
Yeah, I
Yes.
do remember that.
Guess what? It's happening again.
Really?
Yes. Just as flu season gets underway, the culprit this time is not the pandemic, but a cyber attack. Clorox wipes was cyber attacked,
Jeez.
so they can't make the things fast enough.
Do you ever use them on your skin?
I have, yeah.
Really?
I have a package in the car.
For your skin?
Yeah.
Really? I've never used them on my skin.
Who's the person that uses Windex on everything?
Here?
A celebrity.
I'm not sure.
And my big fat Greek wedding,
Oh,
Howie
the big fat
Mandel,
wedding.
maybe.
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel
Yeah.
probably uses
So
Windex.
stock up, start hoarding the Clorox wipes. I like the flat ones.
I like the ones that aren't as expensive as
I like
those.
these ones. The things you can't get them out.
No, and sometimes I've ruined a whole package by
Yeah.
leaving it cracked.
And the last 3 are too wet.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Because it's all the Clorox has seeped down to the bottom of those. Correct. Very good.
Yeah. And another thing you might have a hard time getting, Kraft Singles, America's favorite cheese. America's favorite cheese. There's a problem with the packaging machines at the Kraft Singles plant, and a small strip of plastic is embedded in the cheese.
Oh, good.
But who hasn't made a grilled cheese with the plastic on?
You're right. Yeah, it does taste good. I've had grilled cheese with paper on it too. It's really good.
Yeah.
Very good. Week 4 of high school football, week 5, I keep saying week 4. Dearborn Divine Child at Lumen Christi. That'll be our live game coverage at 6:45 on the Avenue Auto Friday Night Live. So looking forward to that game. And then Lumen Christi's on the road pretty much for the rest of the year. They have a game in Traverse City, a game in Gaylord.
Wow.
Whew, carpool.
Yep. Load up on snacks. Also today on JTV, it's the premiere of a brand new food circus. Adrian Sharp and the food circus crew head to Albion to the Foundry, Bakehouse and Cafe, and Superior Street Mercantile, 2 cool businesses in beautiful downtown Albion.
Very cool.
Yeah. Also tomorrow, Thursday, brand new Jackson show with highlights from the 2nd annual Jackson Hispanic Heritage Festival this past weekend.
Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They're in their 3rd generation. Stop by Vermeulen's today. Thank you for helping us bring you today's show.
Any Mel Tucker news today?
He responded yesterday, hinted at a lawsuit, defended himself in his actions. A little bit of a he said, she said situation, and I think this is going to get settled out of court because no one has money for all this.
No, hopefully they won't give him any money.
I think they're going to give him $10 to $15 million, and I think we're done. I don't think Michigan State's going to want to have the alleged victim have to do the testimony and all this other stuff in the investigation, so
Well,
I assume it's going to get settled. And he probably does have some rights that possibly were violated. You have to look at that as well with his termination. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm just saying the process of how he was fired. There's probably some legal things in there that weren't done 100% appropriately.
oh yeah, poor guy. He got fired.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that's why it will get settled, because I'm sure there were some things that were not done properly.
I don't know how this works in other places, but I'm pretty sure you don't get a letter that says, "Hey, in 7 days, we're going to fire you." So you've got a week to amass evidence to prevent that from happening. I don't know any other place that would happen.
No, it was odd to me, but again, we're not lawyers, so everything was done by lawyers.
That's right. That's why we have so many.
That's why we have so many. They're very good. They get paid quite the
Yes.
handsome rate. I'm sure the Mel Tucker team is being paid very well right now.
Well, I don't understand. He's asking for, he's requesting a medical leave under the Family and Medical Leave Act.
Right, but that was potentially. When did he request that?
Like yesterday. So you're already off work, Mel.
It's called depression and anxiety for the poor choice you made.
It's called.
Okay. Enough about Mel. Enough about Mel. Let's get to high school sports. Our Extreme Dodge scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Extreme. A lot of action.
Busy night.
Busy night. Volleyball. Grass Lake beat Columbia 3-0. Union City over Concord. Addison over East Jackson. Chelsea beat Jackson High. Napoleon over Manchester. And Springport over Quincy. And boys soccer, Western won the crosstown rivalry against Northwest 4-0. Girls golf, it was a nice day for the golfers yesterday. Grass Lake Jamboree, Columbia Central finished first in that event. And Columbia is just playing really well. They are not even close to being contended on in these matches. So, college athletic events, Marion beat Spring Arbor in men's and women's tennis. And Spring Arbor finished second at the Cardinal Invitation in men's golf. Here's what's all coming up today, September 20th. Tons and tons of action. high school, and college. If you'd like to watch a college event to see if your little tyke that you're taking to the Saturday football game or tennis match is maybe what it looks like to be a college athlete, I would recommend you check out some of our great college athletes here in town at Spring Arbor and Jackson College.
Yeah, they're amazing, and it's unbelievable the level from high school to college, how different it is.
For sure.
As you found out as a college athlete.
Yes, that is true.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show lined up. We're going to get things started with Dr. Jacob Sinkoff and Dr. Kristen Supa right after this quick break.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Ace Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves superior quality flat roofing and repair services. We have been in business for over 53 years, and our premium customer service, high-level integrity, and world-class workmanship set Ace Roofing apart from other roofers. Over 53 years of experience, professional and informative, trusted among the customers, guaranteed customer satisfaction. aceroofing/jackson.com or call 517-782-8601.
You never think about a good tow truck service until you really need one. Jimmy's Towing and Auto Repair in Jackson will be there for you in a flash. Our technologically advanced GPS software enables us to pinpoint your location and dispatch the closest truck to assist you in no time. Jimmy's has the largest towing and rescue truck fleet in the area, and we have the right equipment for any towing need. When you need help in a flash, call Jimmy's. Jimmy's Towing and Repair in Jackson.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is small. Change is easy. Updating. Smart. A choice. Change is our company. Your company. Together, we can bring clean energy to Michigan and protect the environment for generations to come. Learn about your clean energy choices and how you can become a force of change. consumersenergy.com/change.
If you're looking for a high-quality, affordable alternative to the emergency room, then come to IEP Urgent Care's new location in Jackson. It's the same great ER physicians who have been providing care through our local hospitals since 2008, but now with a new location to serve you better. Our ER-trained providers believe high-quality care is for everyone, so we work with all insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare. Come see us on East Michigan Ave.
Our show today brought to you by the Dirty Bird in downtown Jackson, located right here on Michigan Ave. Over 40 beers on tap. Great place to watch the game. The Michigan Department of Corrections is hiring, and they are hiring right here. Great pay and benefits with immediate openings and paid training. Visit michigan.gov/MDOC jobs today.
And today, from 4 to 6, at the Commonwealth Commerce Center in the City View Room, there's a job fair. There's 35 or so employers, including MDOC, so stop by. It's open to everyone. Joining us now from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital Emergency Services and IEP Urgent Care, Dr. Jacob Sinkoff and Dr. Kristen Supa. Welcome.
Thanks for
Good
having
morning,
us.
doctors.
Guys. Good to see you again.
Yeah, welcome back to Jacob, but welcome to you for the first time.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Are you new at the hospital?
No, so I'm actually a chief resident. I've been here for 4 years. We're a 4-year ER residency. So
Wow.
I'm on my way out.
Oh no, where are you going?
I'm going home to New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Kristen's been here for 4 years now. She works at our urgent care also, so she's one of our chief residents. And I really wanted to bring her on because a lot of people might see her around our sporting events in Jackson. We have a sports medicine track, which Kristen's interested in. So she goes to lots of the high school games and sort of primarily football, correct?
Yeah. So when they set us up with the track, we start with a local high school. For me, I live near the Northwest High School. So we primarily cover their football games. It's the more dangerous games that we're worried about with regards to injuries. And I work with them. My co-chief, Kevin Killian, works with Lewin Christie because they have a really big hockey, that's very big for Lewin Christie. But yeah, right now during the season, they make sure that they have a doctor at every single game because we have lots of injuries, whether it's reductions or lacerations. There was actually a cardiac arrest at one of the games last week that one of our mentor, actually Dr. Medlin, was there on scene.
Oh my,
thank goodness.
player?
Yeah, no, it was a fan on the other side.
Oh my.
And I think it's really important to have kind of this medical coverage at games like this for stuff that we just don't foresee happening.
Of course, and of course football, you see the injuries all the time. What are some of the more common injuries that you've seen 4 weeks in for football?
So the first couple of weeks when it's really hot, the entire sideline is down with cramping.
Yeah.
So I had to stop my boys at the end of the game, and we had to kind of educate them on the type of nutrition and hydration to allow them to safely go through their games. They're eating Doritos before the games, and they're trying to hydrate lots of water, but they're not supplementing with their salts, and so then they end up flushing everything out, and then they end up cramping for the entire game, all their starters. As we go through, it's a lot of them getting more competitive and angry, and we worry about elbow fractures, radial head fractures, shoulder dislocations, a lot of boys with just lacerations up their arms, and we just kind of help them through that. Thank God I haven't seen anything too dangerous. But we're there just in case it happens. There's AEDs on the field, and I hope I never have to do it, but as ER physicians, we're trained to be able to do it.
You actually have more power than the coach on the field. You can pull someone out of the game.
Yeah. I work with the athletic trainers on the field to make that decision. The athletic trainers have very good rapport with the players, so actually if someone gets hurt on the field, I don't go on until they get flagged on. If I get flagged on, it's an issue. We're worried about cervical spine injuries. But we kind of make a decision together with regards to concussions. This player has to come out. It's not safe for them to keep playing.
Yeah. So important. Let me ask you guys a question. At some of the youth sporting events where obviously doctors aren't everywhere, right? Unless you happen to be watching one of your children play. If you happen to see an injury, whether you're a coach or parent, a lot of people don't know what to do, right, in that situation. What's the best course of action if, maybe say you're at a youth soccer game or a youth football game and there is an injury?
Yeah, a lot of times, it's funny, is almost always, and I remember I played soccer growing up, always in the crowd, someone's, mom or dad is a nurse, physical therapist, so getting input, from, usually there's lots of spectators at these types of things too, and usually using a parent's judgment is usually even in the ER we kind of listen to the parents. They know their kids well. Obviously if a bone's sticking the wrong direction, it might be more of an emergency medicine visit as opposed to an urgent care. But if there's some swelling, an ankle sprain or concern for a sprain where you can walk on it but just a little bit, maybe the urgent care is probably the a better option. And if it's just a little bruising, maybe Tylenol Motrin for a couple days and see how it goes, following up with your family physician also. But that's always a great question. And growing up, it's like I had a broken bone for a couple days before it got recognized. It's just like some Tylenol and Motrin and see if it gets better. If it doesn't, it's maybe time to go in. But obviously if something's pointing around the wrong direction or pain's uncontrollable, probably best at that point to kind of seek medical care. I think that sometimes the issue is kind of these non-visual injuries like concussions we always talk about, and getting what's the difference between a headache and a concussion, because a lot of the symptoms can kind of overlap. I think that especially in the setting of trauma, probably to err on the side of caution. And even following up, I believe Dr. Medlin, the sports medicine clinic, kind of what do you do, Kristen, in terms of like these kids or athletes that
Yeah.
we're worried about concussions.
That's
with.
exactly what we do. So we had a bad concussion a couple of weeks ago, and we pulled the gentleman out of the game, and I called Dr. Medlin, who is our sports medicine physician right across the street from the hospital, and we set up a 9 a.m. appointment for him on Monday. We have that close follow-up with these boys, especially in the system, because we don't want them to have further injury, and Dr. Medlin will follow with this player until he's safe to return.
Yeah, and Dr. Bedlin, he knows because he's an athlete himself. He was on the winning Henry Ford team at
Yes,
the
he
Gus
was.
Macker.
I don't think that's his best athletic achievement, but that's certainly a local highlight.
He was excited about it.
He tells everyone.
Yeah, it was on his
A couple
Instagram.
people. Yeah.
Yep.
You can't blame the kids that eat the Doritos because they have a bad role model in Patrick Mahomes. He eats a bag of Doritos in bed every night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and a lot of the
story.
NFL,
Well, it's like crazy. It's like, who is it? Like Derrick Rose, I think, a basketball player would always eat, Skittles, or Marshawn Lynch was a Skittles
That's
guy.
all he ate.
and-
Before
Skittles.
the games.
Yeah, they would just, a lot of these athletes have sugar tooth, and it's hard, and I think it's kind of changing just the whole nutrition aspect of, these athletes are playing longer. I think LeBron's kind of like the poster child for that, where, they're very, kind of very cognizant of what they put into their bodies now, but for a high school, it's kind of hard.
as parents, maybe we want to rush our kids back to the playing field or the court so they don't miss an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
How important is that proper healing before they get
It's
back?
Super important. I had someone that actually came into the ER who was from the high school I worked at and had hurt his shoulder. I said, you have to heal this now. Be out for one game. You're only a junior because you want to play your whole senior year. So miss the 1 week. Make sure that you're safe to play, so that you can have a successful career as long as you want it to go, because they're just worried, this is my first game I'm going to start. It's really important to these kids at the age of 16 and 17.
Yeah.
But if you talk to them like that, they're actually quite receptive, and the parents are also.
Well, we're entering cold and flu season. Is it flu shot time?
Flu shot time
Yep.
already, yep. So I believe we offer them at the urgent care, and they're pretty much offered anywhere nowadays. You can get them from
Target,
local
CVS,
pharmacies, anything like that. So, yep, it's getting to be that time. The leaves are starting to change, and reminding everyone about getting their flu shots too.
Kristen, you've been here for 4 years.
Yes.
Jersey girl, headed back
Yes.
home. What's been your impression of Jackson?
I actually really love training here. I came and I interviewed out here, and I met with the attendings, and I walked through the hospital, and the support working in Jackson has been amazing. It's a little bit slow moving for me coming from New Jersey and then working in New York, but every single person I've come across, and whether it's the hospital or outside of the hospital, has been more than kind for me. And I'll definitely miss the people here, but I need to go back home.
That's something we put it on our signs. Slow moving.
I like that.
But really nice.
Slow moving, but really nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Slow moving, but really nice. We like it that way.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thanks for having us.
Dr. Jacob Sinkoff and Dr. Kristen Supa from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital Emergency Services and IEP Urgent Care. More of the morning show after this.
It's time to invest in you. At Jackson College, you get the quality education you deserve, surrounded by a community you'll love. Grow your skill set through flexible courses and different learning opportunities. Discover new career paths. Find your passion, all at a price that you can afford. Whether you're a recent high school graduate, continuing your education, or interested in learning something new, Jackson College has the perfect options for you. Jackson College. You belong here. We can't wait to meet you.
Collins Brothers Floor Covering has been serving the Jackson community for over 80 years. We specialize in residential and commercial projects and offer a full range of flooring materials from carpet to luxury vinyl. With endless colors, styles, and patterns to choose from, we can complement the look of any room. Quality products at the best value and customer satisfaction are guaranteed when you choose Collins Brothers Floor Covering. Contact Collins Brothers Floor Covering and see how we can personalize your project today.
Family owned and operated make professional tree care your choice when it comes to your property. Our certified arborists will examine your landscape and handle all your trimming and maintenance needs. From tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding to lot clearing, PTC gets the job done. Professional Tree Care is proud to serve members of the Jackson community using cutting-edge equipment, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. Visit us online at ptcjackson.com or call 517-499-2820.
The secret is out. Jackson is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. We are people with community pride, school spirit, and deep roots. The secret is out. Jackson has great parks, home to some of the best golf in the country, and boasts more lakes than you can count. With unique, locally owned shops and restaurants, we have a little something for everyone. Hey Jackson, the secret is out. The Heather Herndon team with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, serving the Jackson community since 2005.
At Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More, we know how important family is. That's why we've been a family-owned and operated business since 2009. As an authorized Daikin dealer, we're dedicated to providing the best heating and cooling services for your family's comfort. So, don't sweat the heat or shiver in the cold. Let our family keep yours cozy all year long.
The Green Market at Henry Ford and its many vendors want to thank our wonderful patrons for their many years of support. And we look forward to seeing you all again soon in the lot across Michigan Avenue from Henry Ford Health. The Green Market, providing you and your family with healthy, fresh food.
The third annual K105.3 Fall Fest in Chili Classic is coming up. It's part of big Oktoberfest celebration. There's going to be so much going on. Free event, we'll have vendors, entertainment, shopping, all local live music. Partnering this year with ORS, the Oktoberfest Run, Walk, and Superheroes Run, along with the Grand River Beer Mile. It's going to be a fun day on the 30th here in downtown Jackson.
It's going to be a great day, all day long. More about that a little bit later in today's show. Joining us now from the Jackson office of the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Community Resources Coordinator, Angela Guardnini, and Donor and Community Relationship Director at the Jackson Community Foundation, Eric Lyman. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was going to pretend you said it right, but you didn't. You didn't even get it close.
We had a plan. I said, I'm going to mess up your name, pretend I said it right.
And I did.
I didn't like as bad as you messed that up. You added a couple N's in there.
That's okay. I want to make sure we got it covered.
There
you
was
say
an
it.
R in there too.
Guadagnini.
So there you go.
Guadagnini.
Yeah, see, now you'll never say it wrong again.
I never have. So it's great to have you guys here, and you're working on the Providers Fair. Tell us a little bit about that. It's not open to the public, it's open to providers.
It's open to professionals. We started the event last year as an opportunity for providers around the city to learn about resources and programs in the community. We all serve so many families and individuals in the community that sometimes we forget some of the things that are available, and we want to make sure that our providers know that. So we have pulled this together. Last year we pulled it together and had 225 professionals come through just to learn about all of the great things that we do here in Jackson.
So what is a provider? Who are these professionals?
These professionals are anybody who works with individuals and families either in their homes or out in the community. Some of our big ones are Wellwise, formerly Region 2 Area Agency on Aging, Lifeways, Community Foundation, Family Service and Children's Aid, some smaller ones like Residents in Action, Partner or Partial to Girls, Dungy Tree Foundation, so some of those smaller ones too that are providing services directly to families. We want to make sure that those of us who are a little bit bigger know those resources. I started it with our staff at DHHS because our services staff for children's services and children's foster care, children's protective services, they need resources for families to help families with bonding and engagement and play and community events and activities, and this is a great way to do that. And then the providers were just like, hey, can we do this for my staff too? So it kind of grew from there.
Great, Eric, great way for to connect with the community, but also for the providers to understand maybe what the community needs as well.
Exactly. I mean, we offer scholarship help, so it's great for us to be there and be in front of families that have kids going to school in the fall. But it's also, Angie's done a great job organizing all these organizations that try to help make Jackson a better place in one spot. And there's a ton of organizations in our community that are trying to make this a great place to live, and it's cool to see them all, a lot of them all in one spot, and then learn more about them. And there's people I didn't know existed last year that I learned about, and all sorts of people, old friends and old nonprofits that I do know about. But it's cool to have everybody under one roof talking about the same thing.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. During the pandemic, we had a bunch of nonprofits pop up, and you wonder, do they know that someone else is already doing this?
There is some overlap.
Right?
Yeah, there is some overlap, but it's necessary because people enter service in different ways. So some people might go to Community Action Agency, and other people might go to Salvation Army. So it's good to have all of them in one place so we know what's going on, so that, for instance, for my protective services staff that need a particular thing, they can go to two different places rather than only having one option. So it just is a better way for us to coordinate the services that we provide.
How important is it for, like you said, you would love all staff to come for those providers, but a lot of the staff that does a lot of the face-to-face with the public really needs to be keyed into all this info.
And that's what we've invited. That is exactly who we've invited. We've invited school social workers from all over the county. We've invited the care managers and case managers and social workers through Allegiance Services. We've invited substance abuse treatment folks. We've invited all kinds of mental health folks. We've invited housing resources and food insecurity stuff and cleaning supplies and clothing and all that stuff that we do for families and individuals in one place, so that we all are seeing the same thing.
That's great.
So is it going to look like a trade show?
It is going to look like a trade show. Yes, it is. It is. We've got about, we're anticipating between 70 and 80 booths.
Okay.
And we're anticipating around 350 to 400 professionals to come in. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
We were touring the event space last week, planning where tables and booths were going to go.
Yeah.
They're putting a lot of thought into it. And
That's a lot of people involved. That's
yes.
great. So how is this the second or the third?
This is the second one.
Second. How did tell us a little bit about last year's event?
Okay, so last year we did it at the King Center, and it was wonderful. It was a beautiful space. You know, they rebuilt their building, and they did all that revamping in there, and it's beautiful. We learned very, very quickly that space is very small for the amount of people that we had. It really, I threw it together in like 6 weeks and was amazed at the response that I got. I wasn't anticipating it being that big, but what it said was that our community partners are interested, that they want to know all of the things going on too. And being the community resource coordinator, I say I don't know everything, and I learned stuff at the provider fair last year. So it's great for anybody who's working with individuals and families to come and just learn all the great things that we do. And it's not just for food insecurity. We've got Harmony Gardens coming, and they do music therapy, which is a great thing for kids with autism, for adults with disabilities. It's just wonderful programming. So it's good to have it all there.
Yeah, we do have a great community. Now, people will be able to see both of you. Now, go up to the Jackson Community Foundation table. What's your speech going to sound like?
Oh, we're going to be just trying to inform people of our scholarships. Our scholarship season opens up at the end of the year, usually in mid-December, and it's open until February. So just some gentle reminders for those, just people that have school-age children, to pay attention to the website and Facebook when that opens. And talking about some of our grants to nonprofits in the community.
That's awesome.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah, take advantage of, apply for any scholarship you can, right?
That's right. We've got some great people in this community who just want to support students and nonprofits, and so helping steward that.
Yeah, I think there's money left on the table at the end of scholarship season, isn't there?
Not since I've been there. I've been there a year, and so we got out all the scholarships we needed to last year, and You know, sometimes it's difficult to find a student if they have a scholarship with a lot of parameters.
Sure.
We do our work to try and find those students and make sure they're getting supported.
Is there lunch?
There is not lunch. The event starts at 1.
Oh, okay. Come after lunch.
It's an after lunch. We are providing coffee. We've got a couple of sponsors for water. Our Pathway to Potential staff through DHHS is doing a donation-based bake sale. Last year at our event, they raised about $700 towards programming for school activities for their kids, and we're going to do the same thing this year.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing, and good luck at the Provider Fair.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Thanks again for joining us from the MDHHS, Angela Guadagnini, and from the Community Foundation, Eric Lyman. More of the morning show right after this.
As far as recommending Dr. Bogue in community hearing, I would do so without question, without hesitation.
I've had other hearing aid providers and the hearing isn't quite there, but Dr. Kelly's been able to really make some serious, significant improvements and adjustments to really improve my hearing.
She's really, really good at what she does. She knows what you're talking about instantly. So it's easy to explain something to her even if it doesn't make sense to yourself.
She makes me feel that she's interested and that she is genuinely concerned about the issue, and she makes you feel comfortable and confident that she knows what she's doing.
She takes all the time that you need to properly fit a set of hearing aids. They're a very professional organization, and I would recommend them to anybody. And actually, I have recommended them to 3 or 4 people.
I have no regrets at all about coming here.
I know pain. The one that starts at your ankles, settling in your back, keeping you from competing. Sydney, 2000. Preparing to compete, my leg wouldn't move. My dream interrupted. The team chiropractor knew exactly what to do. I went from out of the game to in competition in 3 days. Today, I am a chiropractor. Relieving the pain, enhancing performance. Go to beyondthepain.org to find a chiropractor or learn how to become one.
To perform your best, high school athletes and their families can receive a complimentary consultation by visiting docpen.com.
With all my other bills, what am I going to do when something else breaks down? My stove? My furnace? My plumbing?
America's Preferred Home Warranty is here for you. When a major home system or appliance fails, our award-winning customer service can help you protect your investment and your wallet.
Call APHW now.
Life can be a whirlwind of responsibilities, leaving little time for what truly matters, quality family time. With Keeping It Clean, your trusted residential cleaning partner, our dedicated team will work tirelessly to ensure your home is clean so you don't have to lift a finger. We give you back the precious gift of time, more moments for laughter, and time to cherish memories with your loved ones. Call us at 517-990-5772 to book your cleaning today. Keeping It Clean, a clean home for a happy family.
5 stars. All rise for To Kill a Mockingbird. Unmissable and unforgettable. A mockingbird for our moment. Beautiful, elegiac, satisfying, even exhilarating. A New York Times critic's pick. Mockingbird is now the most successful American play in Broadway history. All rise for Aaron Sorkin's great play. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Coming to Wharton Center October 3rd through the 8th. Tickets on sale now at whartoncenter.com or 1-800-WHARTON.
Grass Lake Music in the Park. It's the 11th year of Grass Lake Music in the Park, and celebrating, like I said, join the fun, family-friendly and free entertainment at Grass Lake Events Park Pavilion the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays through the end of the month.
Through today.
Is today the end of the month? Is today the last Wednesday in September? Yeah. Today's the last day.
It's the last one.
The last time.
Grand finale.
I have a hard time with dates. 6:30 to 8 p.m. tonight, and then it's over until next year.
Wow.
Wow.
Apparently there is one more Wednesday in September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
But it is the season finale of Music in the Park. Anything else?
I'm done.
Our next guests are working on Oktoberfest at the end of the month of September from ORS, Community Outreach Coordinator Melissa Burgett, and COO of Grand River Brewery, Bryce Davenport. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do people say, why, do you know you're having this in September? Do people say that?
Oh, all the time.
All the time?
All
And
the
you have to
time.
educate them.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's
Oktoberfest
true.
is
They
in
do it.
September.
It is the last Saturday
It's weird.
in September.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in Germany, they're doing it now too.
Yes, and it is the celebration of welcoming October in Germany, the big beer fest, and so we are paying homage to that through the partnership with Grand River Brewery and ORS and our fifth race together.
Yeah,
fifth
fifth
race
one.
together.
Yes.
So we've got a full
day. Full day.
Yeah,
of
the
event.
30th, there's like nothing going
Nothing
on.
going on.
No, might as well
Nothing.
stay home.
Yeah.
I see, you know, Bryce, I see the beer mile post-race time. What time does the beer mile start?
Sign up is at 11, so registration
Okay.
is coming to the brewery at 11, and I think
Okay.
the race starts at 11:30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How many beers do you drink during the race?
Well, there's a shotgun of beer every quarter mile, so that's 4.
4.
And these are big beers.
Yeah, they're. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a baby beer. It's it's a big one. So, I mean, if you really want to have some fun,
If you really want to be entertained, watch the last couple laps.
I gotta tell you, it's so fun to watch.
It is really fun to watch.
Yeah.
People wear costumes.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you really want to, it's like go to the half mile marker, the 3/4
No.
mile. That's when it gets a little hairy and
Yeah.
dicey.
Yeah.
That's where debauchery kind of
Yeah.
sets in. And then, yeah, when they cross the finish line, that's when it gets.
People are pretty intense.
Yeah.
Very intense
Yeah.
with this race.
Yeah.
Very intense.
Yeah.
It's fun.
When they drink the beer, do you see what they do to prove that they've downed the whole beer?
Yeah.
They
Smash
take
it
the
on your
empty
head?
can
You have to-
and they
Yeah,
shake
you pour it on your head.
shake
Yep.
it over their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some pictures. See, it's fun,
It
right?
is
I mean,
fun.
it's a fun event. You know, every quarter mile you're drinking a beer. What better way than Saturday morning?
Is it all? Which beer is
The 313 Polish Lager.
313,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you sign up to do the race, you get a free shirt. We've got a baseball tee that we've kind of designed with the beer mile. It's very limited run. Can't buy them. Can't get them anywhere else. So.
and you might need that shirt at the end of the race.
Yeah,
for
at
sure.
the end of the race. Yep.
You've earned it.
Yes.
This is, of course, one of your busiest days of the year.
Wait, is that Melissa enjoying a Bloody Mary?
It is.
It is.
That's Kool-Aid.
It's not.
Thank you. Yeah, that was after our race. We stayed to support. We were hanging out and cheering on the beer milers.
We'll have to look at the timestamp on that.
Yeah, do a little investigating.
So it's a.
I earned that, Andy.
You always do. A busy day. Talk about what you guys have going on.
Yeah, I mean, what an exciting time to be in Jackson. There are so many events going on, and with this, you start your day with our race. This is the ORS Oktoberfest in 10K, 5K, run, walk, and kids superhero run. We have numerous villains for the kids run. It's gonna be super fun. You gotta bring your kids.
I know, I'm gonna try.
Your kids have to come.
Yeah.
So we have our race, and then we have the portion of our race with the partnership with Grand River is the farm to table breakfast afterwards. So many people sign up just because of the swag that we provide, the experience that's there, but then also having the ability to go and have this absolutely fantastic breakfast with Grand River. And then you have the beer mile.
Yeah.
A lot of people will stay to watch the beer mile even if they can't participate in the beer mile. I think half of ORS is going to participate. They haven't signed up. We'll work on that.
Okay. Awesome.
But then also the Jackson Fall Fest Chili Classic is at the conclusion of all of our events in downtown at Grand River. So why not come down, start your day with us, finish your day with the Chili Classic. McKibben has offered to provide bells to all of all the competitors for the Chili Classic. So I'm really hoping that the smell of the chili does not deter our racers, but in fact make them run faster down Michigan Ave.
Let's hope so.
And bring the kids.
Bring the kids.
all the kids.
Yeah.
Bring
All
the
the
kids. Bring the kids. There will be a Spider-Man
Ooh,
running.
Spidey.
Spider-Man will be running with the kids race. We have multiple villains. It's going to be just so much fun.
Got sponsor M&K with you again for this race, Melissa?
Yes, and we have a ton of local support this year, which we're really excited about. Yes, and M&K has jumped on to help us out not only with our race, but the series. overall. So just continue to support locally with participation in the races, but then with all the local businesses that want to be a part of it. And we also want to thank Grand River for the partnership again in our 5th year. Every year we just look to make the event bigger and better, and it is proving to be the one that people really want to enjoy and participate in every year. Look at all those costumes.
That's
Kids
awesome.
Race, please wear costumes. Adults can wear costumes as well. Start with our race, finish with the beer mile. We actually had a participant asking about the timing of everything, because she's like, I don't know if I can eat the Grand River breakfast and then participate in the beer mile. It might mess up my time in the beer mile. So lots and lots and lots of fun.
Well, I was talking to some patrons a couple of years ago, and they couldn't believe they get the breakfast. They would say, "Oh, is this how much is the breakfast?" It's free.
It's
You're in
part
the race.
of it's
Yeah. And it's a great breakfast.
It is.
Yeah.
Great breakfast.
Yes.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah. You would be very well fueled for the beer mile.
Yes.
And then ready for the chili.
I had the breakfast, and I wasn't even. But I was the
You're a participant.
leader. I led the.
We're still looking for volunteers.
Okay.
So we're looking for volunteers to help with course marshaling and water stations, etc. And you will get fed if you
nice.
volunteer.
Hey.
So, hey.
Very nice.
Incentive right there.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's great breakfast. Everything's great at GRB.
It is.
We try.
That's why we keep coming back. We're like, let's go. We're gonna do this again.
So Oktoberfest, it's a season. It's not just one day.
No, it's 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
weeks.
Started on Saturday and ends, this is the last day of Oktoberfest on the 30th. Yeah. So tons of stuff at GRB going on, but I mean, if you like to gorge yourself with Jaeger schnitzels, we have a Jaeger schnitzel eating contest in a couple days.
Well, tomorrow is your Oktoberfest feast, isn't it? On Thursday? Or is that that's next week?
That's next week.
Thursday.
Yeah, next week is the beer dinner.
How many Jaeger schnitzels could one eat, do you think?
One.
What is a Jaeger schnitzel?
It's like this pork loin that's breaded. It's like this.
No, thank you.
The size of your
It's
head.
pounded
Yeah, it's
flat.
pounded
Someone's going to
flat.
try and eat 4 or 5 of those, you think?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, that's what the deal is.
There's somebody out there that can.
There's someone.
Maybe.
We challenge them to come in, right?
See
Show us how many you can eat.
Do they have to eat the spatzel and the?
No, I think just the Jaeger schnitzel.
I'm really impressed with your knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had it.
I
It's
think,
great.
you know what I think,
Yeah.
Bryce? I think you should have a celebrity eating contest. So let's bring in celebrities from Jackson and see how they do with it.
I will win the pizza eating contest.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
Put anyone against me.
Okay.
Doesn't
Anyone
fit the Oktoberfest theme.
Doesn't matter. I'm announcing my strengths. Okay? And it's GRB pizza.
Okay, that's fine.
I could probably put down 3 larges without getting up and getting a walking around it.
Wow.
You know I can.
He can. Yeah.
Okay. It's a
Yeah,
deal.
I
Let's
would
do it.
I'll plan it.
We sell tickets for that.
Yes.
Easy. I mean, do you think you could eat? You could probably eat 2
I
if you
could eat.
had to.
I could.
2 large.
Oh, I
2 of
have.
the pizzas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when Hot and Ready had those
Ugh.
thing in a paper? with
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
2 slid. No, it's
Ugh,
like,
please. It's giving me heartburn. No.
Well,
For
hopefully
sure.
there
Not
will
that,
be
I
a
can-
heartburn on Saturday, September 30th for the race. When you
Yeah.
start with the race, if you get the breakfast, then you do the chili.
I'm just going to come hang out most of the day.
I hope
think.
so.
I could win the French fry eating contest.
There you go. I'll get right on it. We'll start
Yeah.
planning them for sure.
I'm one of the few people that eats French fries with pizza.
Yeah, that is odd. Yeah, I like
Spot,
more
that's
of the
because
potato
you
chip.
don't have the potato chips.
Oh, yeah, no.
No.
Okay.
It's all right.
Well,
sometimes I do taco chips with the pizza. I know.
No. This has got to be the race of the year with all the bling that you get and all the stuff happening. And we're going to have a beautiful Oktoberfest day.
Absolutely.
yes. It's going to be great. So come on out to Jackson.
Yeah.
On the 30th.
Yep, you have the race sign. If you're interested in signing up for any of the events for that day, you can sign up on orsraceseries.com. The beer mile registration link is within our sign up. And then there's more information also on Grand River Brewery.
Yep, Grand River Brewery. Go to our Facebook page. There's a link there. So yeah.
We're just looking at our pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
There's the happenings
we
of the
were
day.
looking at them. We saw
Jacob
Josh,
Innocentio.
Jacob, all the familiar cast of characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Thank you.
Melissa
Guys.
Can't wait to see
Burgett
you.
will be there, and Bryce Davenport. The morning show continues after this.
Serving the greater Jackson area for over 25 years, Tamrock's Automotive knows that your life does not come to a halt because of a concern with your vehicle. Our mission is to provide extraordinary service for every customer, every time. We offer pickup and drop-off service, free loaner vehicles, free car wash, and a 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty on most repairs. And yes, your vehicle will be diagnosed on the same day of your appointment. Our extensive health and safety inspections, our professional technicians, and state-of-the-art technology will ensure that you know the current condition of your vehicle. You can make an informed decision on the repairs made to your car or truck. When your ride is at a standstill, but your life is not, take it to Tamrock's. Automotive repair you can count on.
MVP Sports has been providing the Jackson area with the finest custom apparel and select promotional items since 2006. We can take your corporate event, Employee Appreciation Day, or golf outing to the next level with expertly crafted shirts, hats, jackets, coolers, and even golf bags. As always, you can count on MVP for all your sports and school apparel too. No matter what your needs, MVP Sports has the equipment, knowledge, and expertise to make sure every order comes out just right. Whether it's embroidery or screen print, with outstanding customer service and design services, we make outfitting your crew or team a breeze. Stop in today and let's turn your ideas into reality. MVP Sports Store, 5000 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
I'm miles beyond my knee injury. I am Henry.
I use science to help families grow. I am Henry.
I'm a new mom with brand new lungs. I am Henry.
I made sure that the cancer in my chest never got to my heart. I am Henry.
I'm Henry.
I am Henry.
When you found your inner believer and all-around conqueror, you found your Henry.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
Whatever you have planned Saturday, September 30th, cancel it and instead join us for the 3rd annual Fall Fest and Chili Classic in downtown Jackson. Live entertainment on 2 stages, the return of the Kids Kingdom, even more vendors than years past, and of course, the Chili Classic. New this year is the ORS Oktoberfest Run Walk while chili contestants prepare their recipes. Fall into autumn with K105.3 and enjoy all that downtown Jackson has to offer. For up-to-date details as they become available, visit K1053.com/fallfest.
Welcome back to the morning show. We always talk about all these great events in Jackson, and I saw some video footage of an event I'd like to bring to Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, let's roll it. This is in the Netherlands. Check out this windmill that these cars drive into. Oh my.
No.
Now, don't you think we can get one of those?
Oh. Wow. Is there someone in there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You drive it in there. You drive it in. Here's another one.
Wow.
This one, I like it, lays. Oh, it got stuck.
Oh,
It
the
got
windmill.
That one got stuck. But doesn't this look like fun?
The windmill does not fall down?
No, it's powered and strong. Steel.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That'd
how
be a
about
great
that?
idea for the fair.
For the fair. We could get some old cars from Jimmy's. We'll have Rick bring them down. And then if you want, for $20, you can drive into the windmill. And we'll donate the money.
I'd pay to see that.
We'll donate the money to nonprofits when we're done. So
maybe your foundation can work.
yeah, whatever you like. So that's fun. Looks fun.
Nice. Tomorrow, I understand that Jennifer will be here.
Oh yes, Jennifer will be here along with Dr. Todd Butler from Jackson College, Angela Hadley and Colin Martin from American One, and Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson.
Later today, Fred Parker, we have the new CEO at the Chamber, Ryan Tarrant, plus Molly Bolton, Stephen Carroll Massey, Hezekiah Lewis, Alexa Markham, and Jim McKim, all starting today at 1. We'll see you then.